Gauge, I think, if they want to play the Jhin. But there's a lot of different champs that Zeus can play for it, so...
It's going to be Jhin.
You knew it.
Yeah.
We thought it might even be Jhin last game. He does enjoy Mel. I did not enjoy Mel here.
Oh,
Wait, kind of a similar
idea.
When you saw that look on his face and when he went to type something in, that's when I knew something weird was coming. Or the Kennen and the Vayne can work here, but the Kennen is going to be the opt-in, and this gives the counter pick here to Raptor. I actually really like this.
Yeah, it does kind of work. It means their mid jungle is kind of not great, but you can play through top lane incredibly effectively, right? This is a bail clear out of what could be a difficult matchup type scenario, and I think he needs to be there. Otherwise, Kennen just runs away with this.
And bottom lane with some of the safe builds he had back then. I'm going to check Vicla's stats on this because I am also curious about it. It feels good for the draft, but does not feel like a Vicla champion, as you've said multiple times.
Yep.
So on.
Let's see whether Clear is going to be able to navigate this one. Minion wave going to be crashing forward. And he wants to get on top of one of them, but it's not going to work out. The slices, the dices don't quite come through. Kanavi has to flash. Well, let's see. See if Clear actually uses his flash this time around as he slices, dices, wants to pick up the wave, and actually gets a whole bunch of his health back with the Q. Another wave is conga lining in, though, and HLE are looking to try and do it again. As Zeus moves past, there's an early flash.
And just loses the wave. Like, he doesn't die, but he might as well have, is what it feels like.
Oh, great deadly flourish is going to connect. It's Kellen! Just explodes!
Yikes! Oh god, Kellen is having a bit of a tough one today, but it's a great punish there from Guma. Aren't getting anything, especially not minions in the top lane.
Well, Clear is wanting to try and find an angle here. Zeus with no cleanse available. There is a Dominus here from Clear, so able to use that in order to get a little bit of value. Kind of cute.
Pretty interesting. It's something that he's known for.
Oh, that cosmic binding.
Yeah, it's for the rest of the big damage you have elsewhere. Zeka's going to get ulted.
Yeah, ulti does come on through. It's a fair bit of damage here. And to give Vikler a decent back.
Yeah, and Zeka's just going to be like, all right, well, I guess I'll catch this. I got TP, no dragon.
Okay, Raptor looking for the angle here. Bramble Smash is going to throw Delight towards his magical journey. And now they're going to try and grab onto Kanavi, but they'd already broken that portion of the root wall, and they will just wander their way out. I didn't even notice. What a huge positive.
Yeah, it's a big win for BNK.
Well, there's the Grasping Maw. Zeka taking a fair bit of damage, but does throw a bear back towards Vikla, who has to flash. Just didn't have the cooldowns.
Kanavi was there, so if he gets stunned...
Oh, there it is! Comet picks up the kill!
I guess he just didn't see it coming, as Diable might not see this coming.
Well, I walked towards the trap. There was a lot of stuff there to try and kill this Ezreal.
Kellen, help!
Yeah, Kellen is going to move in. Two of them, in fact. As Diable is at least able to make it out with his life, but not with his barrier. The heal comes through. Kellen going to have to try and block a few of these. And good footwork there from Diable will avoid the curtain call. It's feeling like a dark comedy at this stage if you're talking about BFX, though. But let's check this one out from Vikla's perspective.
Can I get him?
Yeah, flashes, 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 and then...
Die! He literally says die.
That would otherwise not be allowed to be coming on through as, okay, here's the public execution onto Vikla. He kind of misses everything and just dies, is now Delight.
As Kanavi was like, just try again.
Oh, Kanavi's also now looking for Kellen as he's looking to steal away the Gromp. Diable and Kellen moving on in. As HLE, they just want to steal this one away, but Raptor does manage to get the smite. Diable, looking for some of these Mystic shots, does manage to find them. There's Captive Audience.
All right, well, you know, see what Delight can get done here.
Yeah, Tempered Fate going to be avoided here as Vikla runs fast on that ground that he created. There is a Tibbers down as Vikla gets half of his health bar removed, but it's not going to be a true engage here from HLE.
in this matchup, but he is just changing that narrative. So we have a TP here from the Kennen.
Yeah, Clear actually looking to try and get on top of Zeka and then immediately dices away. Does manage to get the ulti off, but he's still extraordinarily dead. And Zeus turning up in the nick of time.
Just no one to answer, no response whatsoever. And Vikla is going to be met by Delight pretty soon.
Tempered Fate is going to hold him in position. Spiraling Despair does come down as there's the Pop Blossom, connects onto two. The Nature's Grasp comes down at the same time as the Bramble Smash is going to clear up the Annie. Still, they do manage to take down the turret, but there is the snipe from Vikla once again.
His champion pool, again, not the greatest win rate on it, not too many games played, but he's looking very confident in the game so far. And that was a really good bait there.
As the Rift Herald loses interest in the battle, as Fearex will be able to pick her up once again. Raptor will be able to get on in there. Kanavi, will he be able to get the smite? There it is. Raptor smited early, and Kanavi just steals it away. The eye probably won't be picked up. Is certainly something that this composition can do, but if they get engaged on, it can be really, really rough, and Shelly's going to get involved as well. Tempered Fate deals with the Dragon for the moment, as now the Pop Blossom onto two is going to come on down. The Public Execution is not going to do anything at all, as it's Diable that locks that one down, but Kellen is dead at the same time. Clear also getting in amongst it as Zeus looks for the ulti and tries to find these autos at the same time, but he'll get smashed back into the enemy team and taken out. A gorgeous team fight as it's only Gumayusi left alive, and that may not be the case for much longer as Diable.
Right, the Herald coming through there from Delight. So we're going to go back to the steal. This is... Okay, hold on.
I like how he's being quiet, even though they
can use it outside of dueling and Annie.
Well, that is going to be a decent grasping maw, but does not quite find much else.
Clear's just going to zone Zeus away, and Zeus can kill him on the 1v1, but it'll take a while. So he's just like, all I have to do is be near you, and your 3,000 gold lead means nothing.
Well, Tempered Fate is going to be able to catch the Ezreal, but he does manage to buffer the ulti. Speaking of which, in goes Kanavi, looks for his angle, steals away the Dragon as Kellen tries to stay alive, but it's not going to quite work out. That's a beautiful shot from Gumayusi, and now into the backline goes Zeus. Clear wiping them out, though, as he picks up the double on the Renekton. It's the revenge of Clear as Fearex pick up the ace.
I feel from here for this composition is we'll watch Kanavi again make magic happen as he is able to use this to get through the Maokai ultimate and then wins the smite fight with the help of Guma, because that's just what Guma does. He dies, and then you watch it from this perspective, he goes down, but Kellen is in the front line here denying Zeka entry, so he's not really using his CC onto Diable, right? Diable is totally untouched. Clear is not being CC'd by anybody. Zeus has already used all of his buttons, and he's just a rat who's pretending to be an AD carry. Diable's the real carry, and
there was a Jhin going melee into a Renekton, which was not necessarily what he wants to do, as Vikla trying to get himself out of here, and in fact tries to go back in, finds so much damage onto Delight, who has to self-ulti and then immediately gets taken out by this Ezreal. Diable has, by the way... All right, well, Kanavi looking to try and do it again as there's the curtain call one more time. The flash from Clear to deny Zeka the entry, and they're going to be able to take him out. It's a double for Diable. He's legendary in this game, and there is that young prodigy that we wanted to see. And 3 on the floor for HLE, and Fearex are looking to make this a 3-gamer.
BNK said no flips. Absolutely not this time, as Zeus is trying to get this turret and get out, and he almost gets away with it, but...
And they're going to be able to take down the turret. Okay, this is a big teleport play from Zeus. As the Tempered Fate goes wide, Fearex just holding position as, I don't know about that one, Delight. That was not what he really wanted. As Pop Blossom going to connect as they look for Kanavi. He's held in place by the Nature's Grasp, and there is the Crocodile once again, destroying this Annie. As Gumayusi is just, you know, he's still in base trying to defend, things like that.
He's
but
Jhin.
There is just nothing he can do. I don't even know whether it's Jin's fault as Diable just eviscerates him. And it's just the Kennen that is left alive. Clear is fighting him right now. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here as, Zeus will be able to pick up the kill. and gets himself a turret. But that is bounty gold picked up, and that is not the good way that the bounty gold comes on through, because they're looking to try and finish this game right now as Delight is just so squishy in this game. Kellen is very dead, but he just gets executed, and BFX with this gigantic Ezreal should be able to just finish off this game and bring us to a game 3. 12-0-4 on Diable in this game as he picks up that double. Zeka coming out of the fountain just to give him even more kills as these Arcane shifting around. Raptor keeps himself alive just for the style points, and the curtains have been called, but unfortunately not the direction the Jhin wanted them to. As, oh my god, the Mystic Shot does 50% of his health bar.